Mo Facebook live no mo fan share na afa ni aka di agum. Kan na yeguso e connected. Enti Facebook live na afa ni aka di agum. It is afa no aba Facebook no so a question na bibisa no na awie ni say. New restaurant aba. Fufuo joint. Ebo pokuase interchange na say na oduru wa nwumre ne de na oboa. Tum say yes, wo mo kan di agum wo. Na yebisa say nei posifo ache wo. Wo ma chi nipa ni bi. Yesusu say wo mo na na ewo fufuo no. Papa wanya 60 years. Na me say yenka say obi nya lazy, yenka say obi nya kwadwofo. Na no so nkyere say baby akeke say okokoye adwuma. But ye kan nya pokuase interchange wo pe. Baby bebre Madina na kokoye. Wuduru amasama ne mpatam kwan mu pavement so. Na manfo didwa me hu say Honorable Clement Wilkinson. Oya action bi badam say Grofana san aba. Grofana san aba. It be bisa say na ya police force say womo toto papa yi a one ne yere ye tesa na yere kan yenim de na ne bai ane womache papa ne bai yemfa action ne nko he okuase de ne nko ana say baby bufro safo na womu didi dwa ewo miaye bi amra ma ho kwan no ede ne yenyo okuase de na ekọ viral okuase interchange de na ase ekọ na no na ekọ viral na baby aka ne so wa baby a wotu ya mami munim pefe se mami baby odi ni tebu ese odi dwa ne ho nya papa yenye ne de for comment in brown Facebook live neat 100.9 FM neat 100.9 FM iti meje wadwe nkyere na bimbi sam se de akoso ena me ni police forecast ya mo am follow me no e wo Ghana mo tie so police forecast enye se je pokuase interchange de ne pe wo mo ba be tu safo no nyina so sa including ofanko ase ofanko de end won said na America no obi a send message say na me koto kokonte no me ye ne de kokonte ne samo ene nkatekwan so na emu pia bi enkatekwa na emu api na mani twika kadu kakra amu say masa wo mu mini business o enwumre no mo tase o okay it me be sound say yenye ne de police force say one ba be take action the titru en crime mantamu ha because you need Greater Accra Regional Police Command and Kasama for Negasa. It will be passed also who said the way saying, say action bang the intake. You bet my young baby. And I be announced who did your hobby. And I may came who cry over bufu, what the Becca, would they mean who are bufu crana, Bema Quine, what the Kawaji, Kawakoma Swadi. Now the young choir, be fast when you want to put my sabre. Beba to memoir.
Major so Mr. What is it?
Yamia Doboko now so.
Mageri wadan for no kure asam kasa so baby MP no tutu no.
Yo, yetio.
Ma mencha na mencha wadu my for mencha ma di ntibi ona bofu sampofo. Mageri ni di kan for the we di me di bi twam. Wan kasa o mu kra so e wose achi because wabo aboni.
Because me kwato kokonte no.
Wabo aboni.
Ba me di ende na me investigation so me kaka ho. Tie me say me say na me pese me ye sure say aduane pa na mo ton ana say wo mo bom pae iti na me say na koto gogonte no
what the bribe come obi a wa the bribe no come obi en fa ho say wo so obi are
oh sir
ana the counterfeit so koto ewi so a eno fa ho say wo try when you acquire na ebony e o say echo
yo mate
demo madel why are they me so asama me koka one of the radio station bi ni say then the partner ya chuom no maye nkase e do mo kokot ye mo mo sign bon dey ye mo mo kokot
sa
ade no mo nye bi no mo form task force no mo nyina ho no mo nye yi demo madel wo kasa no akaka so interchange ase wonu say so mo sha
eka ho pa kaso a tan eka ho
eye wan kasa wadanfo a wo kasa nya ano so nya MC wan kasa wadanfo nde wanka Michael Suman
baza na asa dia wo pese wa attack me ya de
mi ni kwa no wo de mi ni kwa no wadanfo no so nya
arate ba jeni arate Nyamika, that's a bar. I need 100.9, baby, to my head.
Ejo
Yes, sir. We did any baby a casa free.
Of a cane in your plan station.
New plan station. The cost of a cake. Mohina, you say, yeah, yeah.
Grandma Cabaya, ya papa. Mike, my memoir about it.
It does.
Grandma. Hello?
Mepacho yetio.
Hello?
Yetio, okay.
Grandma. This will be the answer. Tell your multi stress, never say you're monocle, maybe an engagement. Ghana for and Caffey, a sword. Grandma, open your plan station here, open your plan station, get none of honor, a higher bus stop. They say, Honor, I'm on the car here, Guama. After what I watching big, men road no more. Sama a sword, a honor, what I watching big, a castle, a corner, Yano, Motel for castle. Woman is the almost Samara Nomadian, a cocoa town, that's what a fast step final. There's only two cycle of Quantify time, overhead, nothing. Come, yeah, one part of the castle. Fast stop. That point is for this show. Outside new market and I see any more credit. What over the taxi station? Now, Kuma and no one will not go. Yeah, we yes, my brother, where bus stop. Can't you put two buddies on? Someone will be the best Ghana police. Oh, yes, I have the answer. Where's your cocoa char? Oh, focus in touching you. So just the name social media can put on what tell it almost die. Over die. Oh, yes, I have Ghana police. Oh, yes, your press station moment is I watching big. Who could do it? Say, I walk out. I will mail you.
Okay. Medase papa ha eye neat 100.9. Ye kan so de ye kan no enkwada bedidi say yensa koya no eti baabi akeke na ebie woshimbe baabi akeke na ye ton aduane baabi akeke na ye carpentry shop baabi amra ma ho kwan ekwo na ye yadwen say ye be ye adwuma eba cho ma ha
yeah no
beba cho we di any baabi akasa free
Mark Evans ni kase free Ashama.
Okay, Evans yanko Ashama ho say Ashama yeah, that's
Mark Uba Ashama traffic light no baby e free ho kakito maka ho asema emrebi ka be twifa wo muso be say gra no pa na uduru ho a they say ekwan nasi eno achi kanesi food break eso ne eton ade uko kan yesi yen to aba maka o manya sabe inipa tumi bua school dan sabe e ko ja wo munangu ese udi nwa hunti ase se ekwan mu na wuton ade no kan aban na kala ekuno aban na kala ekuno wa be na ko wo fufu eye ma na Ghana for so se eye na yankoto ndia aso kada abasi maka se omu de si ono obi ankoto
obi anfura hwan de be
hwan de
okay
maka oni yamenye
Medase Evans no so wodi a wodi aba behwim eti wo so wadwe nkire anything meba cho memo ha
Lord
yes abra penye
Bagjari to say
meba cho nyakopon dom na so e
tell me come Nyakopon do da bishop na matanfo ne bre
yo
e 1D1 lefuni
1D1 afietio
meje wa free set ya mo sister bo donkuma bicho mu nyina hwemi nua ade aposifu yeyi anama woti eye kenken kwa wo eye kenken kwa se ye amanyo sema mfimu a yom ye nya adwuma ye amanyo sema mfimu uba ka setu kut omu ka umbi na asukiti otobu to a ye kwa so a ye ntam ba dem ka umbi odu amba ye digidi se be to abatabu ombe je omu nya mo sa ba kwa no bio me kai se aya atame san na kufu asim market ama wo kwanu na wa ho atame na ba ye campaign se na kufu asan wa jun so mu ba mama ba kwanu ampa mu ba kwanu nti se ya ma no sem antum na tfo so anye waduma na o ba fo so mra no na o ma mra na anya duma na ya ma nyansi ba nde ha and the president of the Papa, and yes, she said, a big cut of and you are who? Or cut a best at no, and you pay for who? To say no, I could say.
Okay. Medase. Medase, and also what you ensure with the Abakana was so, a woman made you the neat 100.9 FM. Maha. Yes, sir.
William,
Mm-hmm.
what is to be at your life and clear?
Sir?
Your friend, Auntie Joanna, or no, now I better I region, second vice. Auntie
Yo.
Joanna,
Yo.
what's your life and clear?
Yo, Medanase.
Babi Obi and Yankupon Serno. Yaman Bursa. Magari. Asema upeja uyaidie. Nkamenya nkadabia ubaya sa program we. Na uni mche polisi for class na nkanya omwajima. Uni mche MT for yanka yu omwa. Anka assemblyman no say omunko rounds. Nka omuna yese omuncheck we. No omu disanko for ba police station. Na sisi MT for no o sisi police for mwanya double work. Nti hanu mo na esre me se ba o man penyini obe pointi mo wanu mo se fata so mbe ba be ya AGYEMAN no aso mo my Ghana na mageli ye kasan no won se da bia si yan 50 country ye nyina ye dia won se oba kofuo on 50 country enye gba fa yo a mi no nyina na nyame di Ghana no keye na wusu wunim so ubetima ya bibi ade na utwen se wunia onye ma ke ye di timino manu nti na wusu fikse nti anka wusu ubua wonu ma ye di o manation sanu ka ye ko eni na se nipa bua payo nti onu su pese won ko du ba bia ye di we no ko ti eni na o se da ye dede mra no a wo se no bua na ye ti o mai no Ntina dabia ya ni the cancer for ya no mo change ntanu.
Mate. Medase gado.
Ya nyina mbwala bibian ko yi. Oni nyame ya.
Medase ene wo so wo de. Nti ye nyina ye to adwen ye beto discussions no so ewa ha. Be de frɛ no besi hansa. Na ye beto discussions no so na san komo ya meken. E relate one of my major topics na wie ye ba behwe. The nomination of MMDCs a delay. Ye bisa se affect bibi wo mensini ahudo ni mu ana. Ye kan Ganot mpo die. Chief executive no. Nyankopon atonsa e dia frɛ no. Honorable Gertrude Dankra nti ye kan Ganot. E se wo mu ni chief executive nti akwakwa se Clement Wilkinson ne ho na womo taking oversight responsibilities ye Ganot mentioning mo. Enti ye bisasa ne selection of the MMDCs your howbi your abre ye mentioning ahodo no ebra delay ana. I stand to be corrected, but them say for the first time aben bia ba actually ye ansana wabobo ne MMDCs. Na eno na Honorable Nelson Roxanne Dafiamakpo oyemrahye bedwani ewo South Day osan lawyer ni odi nsem yakwa Supreme Court say osiki legal interpretation articles ben ena what trigger ye no eni nkomem. Honorable Bebachoma Honorable free ahoma so okay ye besan ya frɛ no na ye no edi nkomem Honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafiamakpo odi nsem na kwa Supreme Court say a delay onu susu say Supreme Court enchire mu yie say mrama ho kwan say MMDCs ni bia womoda so ete akonwa so na abedwafo no so beba yaw Asanitando Director of Operations National Organizer edema Liberal Party of Ghana LPG yaw Asanitando owaha na mehwe demo Nana OSEI Kwame Adade member of the NPP National Communication Team. John Affo member of the NDC National Communication Team na baby on the namana yehwe so no so ebetima ba beka ye ho eti John Affo onso yehwe wadim eyie na em se baby bibi dina kwakudi no eti yehwe so ebetima ba beka ye ho a Wofa article 246 2 of the 1992 Constitution, a term of District Assembly, Now, I say, unless he resigns or dies, or he earlier ceases to hold office under clause 3 of Article 243 of this Constitution, the term of office of the district chief executive shall be 4 years, and a person shall not hold office as a district chief executive for more than 2 consecutive terms. Yankwe, Honorable Nelson Roxanne Dafiamakbo, Mepacho Mahan.
Many are made also may be chair a team for you.
A team for Josepa, and I'm just a Bibian Sobacode.
Oh, you are
Yet the Yakopanse. And say yet say, Unya car quenchia.
I am part at the Hoa domain. And track.
Oh, okay. Yet the Yakopanse. Yet the Yamiasa pass a wonkwa, that Sukuta na a brand brand you bit me a shia. It is through Fridays and a kama. Okay. Na, Mammy beside a DNT and na when we seek interpretation of the Supreme Court. If I the delays of MMDCC.
Yo, Medasi. So, sure. Yet delay into the main court. But my midmania to all a kind continuing as a kind. And now, the day in Chasiano, I compare a buying senior or approach local governance structure. No, almost say, Constitution in my home kind say the president who back now who form a government who to me say power on the district executive. And the office of the district chief executive is a constitutional establishment. We share Article 243. First, that's subclause 1. I think there shall be a district chief executive for every district who shall be appointed by the president with the prior approval of no less than two-thirds majority of members of the assembly present and voting at the meeting. Pacho so asmate.
Me patroane.
And he said, the Almighty shall as president. That constitution said, Omoa, Minsi, Omoa, Umbeda, no, who to me say, Uyoma. Meaning, say, as a set, who decided, say, you will have them as your representative. Well, that's what he has done, because the term of any executive that served under Nana Akufo-Addo from between 2017, 7th January, to 6th January 2021, their term of office cannot extend beyond that month. Now, they are all kind in the course of 4 years money, when a vacancy is supposed to exist. It is Obi resigning and now Oka baby, and now say when a vote of no confidence is passed in Suma, that is when the vacancy issue arises under 2462. But for a president to come to office, now I'll say all of you should continue and before I will use the an acting capacity, continue to act. So they are not appointed under Article 2431 as provided. So for them to continue for almost eight months in office, and the letter from the chief of staff said they should not take policy decisions. So they cannot work on. They can't do all those things. So it means that meanwhile, the president is comfortable because he shows that he has appointed these people to represent his interests. Meanwhile, he has not complied with the provision in Article 2431, which means you nominate the person will go for confirmation by the assembly, first of the assembly members, before they are sworn into office, or they are given the ones of office. So all those people who are claiming to be, they are not DCs properly so called. And as lawyers and as vigilant citizens, we can't allow this situation to continue. That is why I'm asking the Supreme Court to make a pronouncement. Because I say I'm a president, so I took example. So we kind of until you confirm me ministerial nomination. So when he simply wrote to all the former ministers to continue to represent his interests at the ministry. So he appears to be very comfortable with this system. And this system, accountability becomes difficult. When there is an issue to be looked into, everybody will tell you they are not responsible. Anytime you want to look into something, the ministers or the executives are telling you they didn't take the decision. So who is taking decisions at the district assembly level?
Okay. Na ayana DCs no ana MMDCs one more term. Aye ko 10 minutes and the president dey na.
Yes, it is.
And no emrane kan wo fa he.
Okay. Now, here is the law. The law says that there shall be a district executive for every district, who shall be appointed by the president with the pro approval of no less than majority of members of the assembly present and voting at the meeting. Now, if you read the Presidential Transition Act, any appointment made by the president expires with the end of his mandate. Do you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot be a minister of finance under President Nana Akufo-Addo. And then when his mandate expires from, let's say, 2017 to 6 January 2021, and then when we enter 7th January, in the morning of 7th January 2021, even though he has a new mandate, the minister that served him as Minister of Finance under his first term cannot continue. And this is the authority in D.H. Mensah versus the Attorney General.
Okay. It says reliefs being and we seek you from the Supreme Court.
I am asking for purposive interpretation of all those related provisions in the Constitution, so that when the president has the power to make those appointments, it should be such that you can't have people acting capacity. You must comply with the constitutional provision.
Okay.
So anybody who has been nominated as a DC and did not comply with the procedure, so you are nominated, you are confirmed by the members of the assembly present and voting, and then you are sworn and given warrant of office. You cannot be acting as a DC. You cannot. Because you have constitutional functions of office to perform. As a DC, they are constitutional duties. Because you are supposed to preside at meetings of the Executive Committee of the Assembly.
Yeah, that's correct.
And it's a constitutional mandate. And you are supposed to be responsible for the day-to-day performance of the executive and administrative functions of the district. That's also a constitutional mandate.
Okay.
So, so if you are not in office in compliance with 2431, you cannot support to be performing this.
Okay. It's referencing the Presidential Transition Act, no. Now, I just say a defeatee one more argue say this is ni bi ohwa kra na ye beto abeya na ye ma omo appointment na mampanyi bo mudin say womonko na womonko hwe mensini bi so a vacancy about womo kra de womo term enson ebinum say womo term eson ya eson eye May and June ye internet say enko akire bia internet say argument no e defeat no on.
It's not a legal argument, because the fact that if I have a 4-year mandate as a president and there is a vacancy, some of the DCs were dismissed, some to for sake of clarity also died office. Then there's a vacancy. So he fills those vacancies in accordance with Article 2431. Now you cannot say that because the filling of those vacancies maybe with 12 months to go means that you can stay in office for the next 4 years, even though it straddles the mandate of the president, your appointee. So it's not a legal argument. They are only serving the remainder term of the president's mandate.
Oh, okay.
That's the way we call it in law. It's a remainder term.
Na kwan ben so na eye ade we afa so affected the various assemblies for the past 8 months.
See, you are supposed to the presiding member is supposed to summon assembly meeting. And when that happens, as part of your mandate, you are supposed to preside over executive meetings as well as the administrative wing and submit reports to the assembly. If you understand me, it means the assemblies are not receiving those reports. Then you're also supposed to be responsible for the day-to-day performance of the executive and administrative functions of the district. How is that happening? And because you see, assembly decisions are taken as a result of resolutions passed by the assembly during meetings. How is that happening? And for the record, the first quarter of the district assembly's common fund have been paid. It's supposed to be a payment. They have to expend. Expenditure must be incurred. Who is approving them? And under what authority? And because of this, a lot of them are not able to do. We are part of the Public Account Committee. We are vetting the Auditor General's report, and some of these things are coming up. And these themselves are admitting that they are unable to function because somebody who is in an acting role has again applied to be nominated. Now, if you go and reapply for your job and you have not been confirmed yet, can you be supported to be performing the functions of that office? You can't. In any case, they were given firm instructions. I don't know whether you have cited the letter from the chief of staff explaining asking them to act.
Yeah.
They give them firm instructions. So I am worried about the inertia presently taking place at the local level in terms of administration.
Okay. Inti me yusu wo as a case study, we ye ex officio member the ma assembly a we ye mrahye bedwani ewo mu.
Yes.
Kwan ben so na afa so affect mu ewo ho.
Yo, me that say. On say there were projects awarded from the previous during the first term of the president. All right. Those projects are ongoing, and contractors have worked, and they are supposed to be paid. Your friend quantum merit, so far, so that they can continue. The payments are hanging. The payments are hanging because you are supposed to. There's supposed to be signatories. People must approve, including the DC. You cannot have the president representative approving such payments. On the day of accountability, he will tell you that, well, I was only asked to come and represent the president. And so if there are issues, then you take it to the Flagstaff House. How do I call the president parliament to come and answer questions? Unless I take the minister for local government. And he's also subject to the control and authority of his appointee. So this clearly generating problems at the local level.
Okay. Na mo mrahye bedwafo mo betonsa se mo wo research de ba minim se de anoma ekoi se koba se hwebe ya tete yugina he kra be kan se nche ebeba na bibi ekoso assemblies no mo notwithstanding the letter yes cite here from the chief of staff aso here iti local government minister ebia mo ben hia answers bi de free ne home ra she bedwafo mo na tumi ne wo mo.
Oh yes, and you answer your valid questions. I have a valid question. But you see, it's Nahi. I don't know when who interviewed, but I will be surprised that he said, notwithstanding the letters they wrote, because giving clear directions that okay, continue to act or be the representative of the president at the assembly, but you don't take policy, and he will come 8 months later to tell you that things are going on as if nothing has happened. How is that possible? You have given the people clear instructions not to take policy. Then you come and tell the media or the entire country that things are proceeding well at the assembly.
Me pacho in some Eugene kan no unya ntibi on. Okay, what that remind yen end no by playing the voice na mame ho analysis in the year. What that remind?
Very well.
Okay, good.
Let me say, president at the regional level set up a committee. Persons who were interested in becoming DCs or or MCs submitted their applications at the regional level. A vetting committee was instituted, and about 4 persons per district or per municipality were shortlisted and subsequently was forwarded to the national level. At that level, the president again set up a committee chaired by the Minister for Local Government and Rural Development, Honorable Damboche. I know they have completed their work and they have submitted the report to the president. As we all know, he's the final determiner in these matters as per the constitution. So we are currently on the final leg where the president is currently going through the report that has been submitted to him, and just as it is shortly, the announcement as to who becomes MC or DC will be made. But the president also makes a point that, which we shouldn't forget, that currently there's no vacuum at the various districts, metropolitan areas, and also the municipalities. There are no vacuum because the old MMDCs are still in office and on a day-to-day basis going about their respective duties. So as and when he decides to make the announcement, which I believe should be soon, I believe through the Minister for Local Government and Rural Development, that announcement would be made. But I can assure you that it is not hampering development or the works of the assemblies at the various districts and at the various municipalities. So I don't think there should be any cause for concern because work is still ongoing at the various MMDC levels.
Okay. It was a argument also. There is no vacuum. And I solved the idea vacuum about.
Hello.
Me pacho me was so honorable.
Eugene even confused himself. Kuna waka, there was a vacuum. So the president said there is nothing. But all those who were interested in filling those vacuums, they have done that, selected 4 people and submitted them to national for eventual nomination. Then you come back to say that there's no vacuum. So what did you invite applications from people to come and see? Or he doesn't understand the word vacuum. He doesn't understand until vacuum is. In any case, let me refer to paragraph 3 of letter of staff, actual 11th January 2021.
Yeah, me will copy that name.
Yes. It says you have to take note of the provision of section 14, subsection 5 of the Presidential Transition Act 2012, which says that you shall not take a decision involving a policy issue.
Yeah.
And you know what the policy is? All the programs the government is rolling out at the various local levels are policy implementation. What to the American?
Okay.
So how do you tell people and turn around and say that go and do what I've told you? Or you are telling us that they are doing what we have told them not to do. When there are issues tomorrow, how will they answer? And like they are appearing before public accounts now, there are questions we're asking, they are not able to answer because there were clear directives not to do so. So it's having to grant us some level of intelligence that we have read their lesson. They should admit, they should be humble to admit that they are running into difficulties, but maybe also in the course of the year they'll resolve it and make this appointment.
Okay.
I'm telling us that things are going on as before and that there's no issue.
Okay.
What was the last we saw the country at the district level?
Honorable Sir Kobase Ochina, listen about Bontia. What's some other than Supreme Court? That just say, are you useless? No,
at all. At all. It is to prevent it from happening in the future.
Okay.
Yes. I am saying that it should, if the Supreme Court makes a determination before the situation arise, they should leave office.
Okay.
You understand? But if the regular for the Supreme Court makes a determination, it will guide us going forward. I am seeking an interpretation to that provision because they are the provision of the Constitution to say that when I ask somebody to represent me, the person can actually act. Can you for instance, send a representative to act on your behalf as say Minister of Finance for a whole year without going through parliamentary approval, and the person will be submitting budget to Parliament? Is that possible?
Okay.
And submit budget for approval by the district assembly. Yes.
Okay.
They submit approval, budget, and budgets are debated and approved.
Yeah.
Yes. How can you do that? You are not appointed in compliance with that 431.
Honorable, that's see any Ichirumadi Amaye.
You miss me the month.
Yakopon Shroud. Mega trouble, pa, mega trouble. Now, I you bitch your base or why? Okay, good. All right, okay. Honorable Roxanne Nelson, the Fiamakpo, or ye NDC Mrashibijani, Ewo, a year South Day, private legal practitioner, on an day, a year, Okosiki Supreme Court interpretation, a year, MMDC, sir, one more acte. MMDC, sir, and they one more office in their acting capacity. Mamenkai, a year letter way na fe me ma me guest to dikaya wabedru, me mana akwaba. I say very urgent. Office of the President. Continuation of responsibility as Metropolitan, Municipal, and District Chief Executives. This letter is dated 11 January 2021. So for the purposes of our discussions, let's me read him. I am directed by His Excellency the President to inform all Metropolitan, Municipal, and District Chief Executives, MMDCs, who were at post immediately before the inauguration ceremony on Thursday, 7 January 2021, to remain at post until further notice. This directive is in accordance with Article 2433 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. You are to take note of the provision of Section 14.5 of the Presidential Transition Act 2012, which states that you shall not take a decision involving a policy issue. And what much rono? Wama bolding a yes our wedding no internet is a also you are to act in accordance with letter number CSCR DA 555-555/01 dated 21st December 2020 which gives directives on the financial commitments, recruitments, among others. Copy attached for ease of reference. We count on your cooperation. Warm regards. Signed, Honorable Akosua Frema Oseyopare, Chief of Staff. CC, Secretary to the President, Secretary to the Vice President, all MMDCs. Integrata, the Chief of Staff, as we letter way, a year 11 January 2021. So you'll be catching up with say, Bibia Koso, our assembly, na Bibia ye normal. As I heard, say na Obi Eka, Obi assembly, the MMDCs no Bia yen the Juma. This letter, the information no and accurate. As I know,
Oh, me do say.
The battle to say.
I'm here shame.
Ya de yakopa say. Ya me try ampa. O white no say fe.
Me do say.
Ya de yakopa say so baba.
Check in the pa.
Oh, you see you.
I love check.
That's good. That's good. Asani Yawasanita no national organizer the Liberal Party of Ghana. Me hwe anim say Nana Osei Kwame Adade or ye member of the MPP National Communication Team Babeka ye ho. John Afo member of the NDC National Communication Team. Ono so Babeka ye ho. John Afo so to be doing time because John baby I friend answer na nam ne de. One be doing time atwa na yaw na ane wadwa no.
Oh, and one can make.
Ah, wagaga.
I won't be an omuni mama mu.
Well, who say
They
what
don't keep to time. They no be na ye ba be discuss.
They be discuss here.
Share time and ye
Easy o.
Ah.
Ebre.
They don't keep
Na
to time.
oba de Nyankopon ko no betima bibia de bre na ye adwuma.
On my way. It was some papa.
Yaw, young fans some no yehye so ano ne yenko ye no mo ma ya de ye ko. The esi wo pokuase interchange ye relate no to MMDC's nominations I hwe ne mo. Say ade ne mai. Roxen nkoma mini ni di ye ne mra because when dey anya adwenkyere mra sam ne ye kan ye me kootu no so akootu na eche say ye nyina ye to adwen a eche say MMDC's ni de obia tema so now we stand say ya point wo December mu ana say ya point wo November mu. Yeah.
Mark, me do say.
Yeah.
My mention adwuma ko fare by. Ewura Kwame despite mention father ewura for resapon. Any despite group of companies mo adwuma fo nyina. En fa ho say wo media na say wo bank ye chia mo nyina.
Yeah.
Na me den share mo den afri the incoming excellency ewura Pesta Kofi Apalu.
Na ho ya de.
Na ho ya pa. Say men fan share emodu.
Na say me tene kana cha.
Petene kan. The Ochia Ghana fo nyina match ya Liberal Party of Ghana executives na members na omo pese amamu bone a NDC abebu na MPP nso to aso ebebu amamu bone no eyi wo mofri ho na 2025 January I swear your president the Liberal Party of Ghana making sure say the Ghana for Mark
yes,
the free Pokwasi interchange on say fix the country slogan e buy na e beje ntre ha wo mamu ha nyina ne amana ye nyina we thought some of us still believe say it's a good call, but sincerely speaking am I am brush aside or more can say we should fix our attitude. We shouldn't at all.
Okay.
The two should go in tandem.
All right.
Without that, it means that there's no way you can fix the country. Indeed, the attitudinal change must come first before you fix
the country.
Because in fixing the country, no, it is not only the president's mandate. It is the totality. I say, oh, mamuni nyina, yeah, and this what do more, yeah, what, idea, suya. Ne normal a basic common sense as I say abide by na say ye diso emra bi wo ho a ehu hia say ye be share e de agu book mu na ansa na nipa atia. There's no way a obekọ abrochire babia as sebe of course more develop through our natural resources or we are the code bia a obehu say abrane ejina bonten no magu ne nsa so a otonte say ba yire gu nkrofo sa so mo ton wo pontisu. It means from the 29 years of reintroduction of democracy, no, it means that amamo no mobu no enye sankeya anka nkoba ne sei enu nti na ho hia se Ghana fo omo ensesa na ye make sure say bambi no we be push omo asa and try maybe which is the Liberal Party of Ghana hwe anopa na me wo sister station back Pokwa say acting MC or whatever.
We can say now, or take oversight responsibility
Yes.
because on no war, where you got east and west, yeah.
Yes.
Now how no you got north.
Yes. I may say, your co-studio, when the previous administration representative, I can't say, or no, he is not happy about the fact that say, even though he agrees, he say, yeah, nipane ye no, in fact, he is not happy, say, yakochino. I'm saying, really, when you're happy, say, nipano idea way and indeed, that was suggested and also proposed, say, we should just caution such people and leave them.
And be crama kabi.
And yet,
Ade.
you're finding or more
You're
to
finding
serve as a deterrent. Because,
Okay.
look, people,
I say, make crowd, say custodian sentence, be crowd, but then
custodial sentence, because nipano about peso or whatever. Into young fine almost say be as a 500 Ghana cedis, 1,000 Ghana cedis, 2,000 Ghana cedis.
Spot fine.
Nigga fine.
Okay.
A core assembly no. Sabi time I me war a crasi was a no one. Achapa be say in 80s no. Na we be hu sa no pa. Na say yumre be boda wuro yumre. Why you be hu sa sabi we join enama abonten no. E be chi no. Ya chi no a kura no ana say sa kuro no. Ya bobo buo bi wo ba bi amo a munwa be pia bonte asabe mo je omo na agu abonte ya chi omo ne no e do moko gum wo ba ya ba o ka asa na ya release ama wo a wa ma do so eye ebeye kuro no e dia nti se bi a afe ne be so na se be se nsia na ya nya for kuro no a na kuro no da bi ye nton na ye yen omo na ye yen omo na ya de ye foto a de siesie nti we must institute certain measures ebe manipa da sani asabe adwende ne tim ohu se say ya ye interchange mono na wodi sabe woduro ne woma akosi so se wo fufuo na se wo brobro fufuo so aton wo ho na nkrofo so eto yesi interchange fufuro na amanfo e de asia ayedwa yesi foot bridge na amanfo te so agisu nyina fa na omoton
na ma also
now at the end of the day you know what will happen assembly no ankasa betwa mo na omogije tickets
Eddie Freeom.
So it means some more trust, I don't know. And say, yeah, this is what is going to happen. Until a when here pass assembly, no, and ma or more faster police for bro, cry, can I say, 9 day wonder.
9 day wonder.
A man in 9 day wonder. Who the oversight responsibility person who and then I'm in the work studio. Or can say they left their representatives to watch within the areas now or more cooperative. Nti say more representatives our home pony. And obi e wo fufu so. Obi aton no ma bia ope. Ama amanfo be can say how about omo ton say the doctors and other things no. Obviously omo de you cannot apprehend them because ono no wo say wo ba odwane and ono we need fixed place of abode e wo ho. As I say lie. Omo nyina e wo omo a friends boxes sin chen omo no ma yes.
From warehouses.
Exactly. Yes.
Mobile warehouse.
Exactly. And it is only in this country. And now who say a choir no pa and as a market. Na a chinyesi when you are connected electricity. Akoma a chinyesi. Here the business. And so memu yetimu yemu money mo here money mo here. Law na wo that media no.
Yeah.
Me say that was about last year. Up and down that be me say abrania to me adua buro ma na fifi. Wadria a friends beans. Wadria am say makomone other things. So what is this impunity in this country? Highways and also more mandated say parks and gardens so media no ya flowers was no. Even though Mrao Hosan can say so moto adios no more said no, they are spoiling it. Apart from that, obia to me nya kukudru adua abroad why afuo. Na yete ha hwe. The police depot anymore.
Yeah.
Share media now. A fool say a full no a big best 1 year no be end or ye. Light post abubu eguso obia emfa ho. The driving us a be a winning conscience and najo. One share crowd. Light post no say be a bu fresher. A bit be sna omre. When you na ye hwe. Enti omo ya bet you at the various vantage points across the country. omo operating at an unapproved places no yan finding omo yan ji omo scale mu it will serve so question 1,000 and 200 and I say 100 you will even encourage the person to do it as of finding 1,000 between 1,000 and 2,000 no say yes omano and as assembly no omo is serious so for me that is my proposition.
Yeah, but anya wo monko awo ade we akoso for so many years yenim enti ade na yede we no na ba scapegoat e bi no ma chance ye dadaada. Yes ade even within that same municipality no Ofanko is within that same municipality.
Exactly so.
Ofanko runabout enwumere enanwumere mese won beba enanwumere kokontene amutuo ni fufu won beba dokono fo omunyina beba sanfinfi on say what are we doing about it?
Mark,
yeah.
Yes, I consider a premier the other one back on it. So I'm for be an scapegoat. Now, ya make sure say way at least you himself of why yes, who and net ya show you're finding when we must start from somewhere.
Okay.
But you see, the most even bizarre aspect of it, no, and I said the time, and it's a Uber ministries, no, ministry no munanka sanka your hawkers. Omo tomatoes, our ministry no. Omo ton sabe tilapia fresh. Omo ministry ni mo. Omo ton mpunam. They are within the ministry. Of course, anka yemfa say baby na say omo ton fruit. Mo dedicate am omo. Na omo ahwe omo west ho na omo ton fruit to serve a friend say nkrofo mo ye adwuma ho no. But pass with the fresh tilapia. Aba akotra a friend say attorney general ne kache. And I say Ministry of Environment they are all over. Yet the same ministers no are appointing they've lost control. How when you go to certain countries, their ministries no go have kind of cemetery. And so but you see, we are talking about terrorists across the sub-region. Ghana, you're so cheap for terrorists to attack us. In the sense, and I say that we are so porous. In the sense, I want share moton jerry cans akesia yedi nsuo. Ni nyina bi na ministry ho. Omo moton mali for your ton suitcases no. Ni nyina bi na ministries ho. Na se obi person attack yen. The best thing or one of the conduits they could use as those means. Indeed, use cylinders. Kurapono. Ube hu say that trucks na fridge used one that trucks no more in the ministry or causes will be no dear as this a terrorist be person attack here. These are the best conduits, best in quote that they could use because for instance they are planting bomb be I will see case now their mammal and nibi say oh we mo the omoton bags or had there into what their brain or team ministry ho be no dey see ho or this see ho I say or talk or do be or ha no afa ho the next moment we bet boom
let me see
now I think now national security and police. Oh, these people they've been here. Airport. It is illegal to do or to engage in black marketeering regarding currency. But look at them. They have been there from ages, and ministers alike they patronize them. So this is the type of country we have. On my way, not to say law enforcers. They in fact they support they are breaking the law. Or more apply the law to enforce it. Even the president. Nice ideas about the protocols regarding COVID-19. He has given us from, briefing the nation regarding COVID-19. More than 26. Go through these protocols. Obey this, obey that. The next time we cannot also number, a different thing. You understand? The lawlessness has engulfed us so much that when you decide to enforce the law, you become an enemy. When you decide to fight corruption, you become an enemy. Very difficult. Until we need a radical person, or better more or less a benevolent dictator, as we say, to whip people in line. Okay. They said they're not coming from my end. There must be a serious education from the scratch. What do my ministers best attend? Now, surprisingly, no, and I say surprising, not be so much say by one by one. Maybe we will call them or them will not could be and say, what is the code for fire service? To surprise you say be a best 5 for money fire service code. As who call brochura. Nkola ya wo mo a no more than 4 years no they know all the obi a oye youth a wo broche wonya be 6 years 7 to 10 years no the car enya accident and I say ne papa na ni hu ni bi enya heart attack ofia when him how to go about it to get 911 and I say whatever number as friend. But in the meantime, when him the obey, I'll bet me a resuscitate nipa na ne ho akwa ene ye cars ehwe boom. Nkrofo abegina ye money pa no say na do mo kon. Meanwhile, there are processes to go through. The way I would independent better was I done it sideways. Now the way I would tell the con be beyond and nice the obesity position, everything. But all these things must be learned from the scratch. We must be able to teach our children from school. Say don't later. And in doing so, it should be very strict. We should be very strict about it. Into all when him say there's no way or no or the later ever to abonti. What do you say about school or farm? Time on upon school. Those or more moton, you ice cream, ice water, then no man. Or more bed, teacher gate, and I know more baby or motor. In Colana, Pon film, you be a get no more piano. They will buy all these things, stuff in no man. You, I watch. By the time I'm calling you, be free honor. They had littered a quarter of that place.
Yes.
Why? Because the school is not teaching them. It has not been part of the curricula to to inculcate them or to This why we need indoctrination. You have to indoctrinate the children regarding littering and as a filth, the consequences. Into one when him said you abomination. Who call Uganda now they are infusing those things. Who call Brazil, Amazon because of the way they want to protect their forest. In Colorado from scratch in the school, they teach them the importance of the trees, the importance of the animals, the importance of the environment, the habitat, everything. Into the first job they want to do, they want to be in the game.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, like your friend is saying, akoko na nipa kura sabe and you come share fridge na akoko. We don't care about our environment. And when we say environment, and yes, from ebo fire akoko kan ho, enwan kan ho, forest kan ho, bibia bi kan ho, pollution ne no manoma. We must educate everybody so that when you are growing, you are abreast with all these things. Until one gets outside, it will break your conscience. But the curriculum is so in shambles that we want to move away from that. Now, by this time, even from the class 6, now you are starting coding. Because technology has taken over the whole world, right? In the next about 30 years now, many people will not be employed. Into coding, software generation, and normal necessary starting coding. Who could do university? You have to coding. You understand? It is important, sir. They bet me achieve better environment with regards to abiding by laws. Yeah, started from the scratch. It is not late.
Okay.
15, 20 years ago, I was saying this on radio. The moment you started from schools, no littering. First, in my year, no matter in concluding on that particular one, on old Malcolm, so we'll call Swan Lake.
Exactly.
Yeah. Left once that big company.
Yeah.
Will be for the past 1 week, don't say back what will be a down. What on said, yes, you're packaging.
I want a promise on.
If you were left, who opposite Zenit. On say, or more far use clothing if you're blue, and sometimes use shoes. Bags or more the shame. No. And the horse we speak, if you are saying no more, you know what is inside? Bola. Maybe another was not like some time back. Obi to me package nice. Obeka say, ebi a obi bag and you refuel.
You refuel no over there.
You get na no pay. Bi say, is this and now? Nti obi krapo ka say bi a me na me tu kwa na mabana. Me ko inside my jam bag.
Oh.
Me hwe me say there bi. Me si hosi wo. Later na yanko hwe a. Ola. Na ya so bag bi a enye too old nso o. Ya pack ne fine. Owi a Sunday obekọ asoro yakọ. Na wabọ mpaye. Na ye nyina ye ade we and you move bia hwe circle interchange pillars na support ya junso gu hu nyina kosi. What kind of people are we? And you blame the government at the end of the day, say aban enye de so ye. I know say the laws are not working, the enforcers are not enforcing it, but then no, it is important say sank ye dey share you don't feel you collaborate mo ye sa no and I say be proper be very minimal. No, regarding those areas.
Okay.
MMDCs.
26 April 2017. And another the first list of 216 MMDCs.
Yeah.
The Bible.
Asɛm
Bibia maybe.
nti na meka sɛ yɛhia LPG Liberal Party of Ghana ɔho deɛ nti a meka saa ne sɛ sanka LPG na ɛwɔ abam sisi ɛna abɛduru saa mmerɛ yi bosome na yɛnyi MDC sa bɛka sɛ okay ɔmo ma abam mu da nti yɛde bɛkyɛ ɔmo kakra but of course ɔmo ngya wakyi bɔ ɔmo bɛbɔ wakyi sɛ wo na also betumi abu ma no nti waba de a yɛde ɛsɛ woyɛ but not ɛnyɛ aban anaasɛ ɛnyɛ party a this is about the fourth term ɔmo aba yɛwura kufu aba bɛdi 2 terms yɛhwɛ sequence of period oyi ne MMDCs na Mills administration ne NDC ɔmo aba bɛsenkɔ na His Excellency the President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ɔno nso aba na 8 good months ontumi enyi yɛ abanya. So what was the procedure in the previous one? Out me at the year. At this moment, for me, and I say from the LPG, we can say that the various districts are in a state of, emergency. Of course, because there's no government representative.
And they are there in their acting capacities.
Mami Chobi, Kwame Nkrumah Tama obey independence 1957. Also, head of government business. I'm independent 1957. Until I'm for we really Ghana 9 years. But not true. Practically and technically 6 years.
6 years.
Because at that time, any project was not not execution, not
a woman to me implement and a woman
yes, unless instruction from the Britain, Queen Elizabeth, and Sonny Betmiak as a project where even though he was a head of government business, he could implement nothing unless it is instructed. And you want to see a Bayer sovereign, and I see a Bayer republic, 1st July 1960. His Excellency Adaroma, we're Bayer everywhere. You see, as we speak in Ghana, we are not a republic any longer. We are not sovereign.
Sovereign, yeah.
You understand? By that time now, you're a sovereign nation, you're found Yankasano. And a Binankasa, Kwame Nkrumah Dana. So technically, it's just about between 5.5 to 6 years.
Okay.
Now, the various MMDCs, they more or less are head of government businesses in their various
assemblies.
Exactly. You understand? So, by the letter from the chief of staff, there's nothing going on there. And if there's nothing going there, you know what is going to happen.
At the end of it.
The moment now we are creating the grounds for thievery, malfeasance, and corruption. That is from the period January up to now. That is the roadmap that we've charted within the district assemblies. Into the moment there will be a rush for disbursement of funds. The whole, and at the end of the day, corruption and yes more, because they have to run by approving contract, disbursing funds to enforce a juma good order. It is also a process of truncating, decentralization within the various sectors. Because look, decentralization, Abuwa Ghana pa na say district assembly be wo na assembly be wo. Now as we speak in fear what now they also on acting. He is just your friend is saying a white elephant. Now on to me nyashi. Now start instruction now say on acting. What is he doing? Oh, sorry on contract office near Trianaka. One require him say the DC office and I say MMDC and they with within the 4 years with the president.
With the president, co-terminals.
Unless it be a vote of no confidence, now will not say you have to say see and penwa. And within 1 month, you have to also no vote of no confidence. Bet me AGU. And I say a beer or my AGU. And I say beer you understand within the period they say. But once that has not happened, it is important say before say government businesses because those people must have been appointed. We are talking about Agenda 111. All these Agenda 111 are located within various districts, which the MMDCs will have a role to play. Even though, as we speak, what we demanded, it appears that we are getting regarding, say, because me, I see, say, he has already been sacked.
Oh,
oh na me ya wo ba he say ene edim say wo na host enti eni say wo na host na bedu ha na say masa pe bi tra na oda me be obe
na ogoye na ga do be
oh
na ade ya launch agenda wa mampanyi si wa many leave
na me ne
o mampanyi si wa many leave so no ane kasa
na bro for the crowd no de ne ho de wo kan was a cutting of so what me feeling the papa said
ya yina ga ya friend ba obi a wo leave
oh nkrofo we omum so mbe yi wa omu ni mko mbefa that say he sabe abo akese ni janan etare hosa na yodium otia so kakra na we enya hwe ya ubetie mu na wona hye pepe de ayo because it has never happened in the history of this country. Sir, health minister and I say any of the ministries, unless a beer for some inexplicable reason, nipa no afrimi mpofremu na a beer sa position ye ni deputy bibisa and a president bet me can say of course I know said that it's not in the law but I'm sure say with cabinet she bet me can okay yemfa we share even this minister say and I say okay yemfa ko chief of staff as now onye but say see pa substantive minister ewo now even at the time of no most of the interviews that were done were being done with your friend say in Siasari, the special advisor to the president on health.
Oh, okay.
You understand? Into one crop ye you to baby a check.
And you leave no one into
you know. Ya you know na ya nyino so be me ya papa. Ya you know ya na fi ya kekaba e wo for real tanso. The also supervises that particular disbursements of funds now papa no onim. He didn't know.
Yeah.
You see, listen to the word he used. He said, as far as I am concerned. No payment has been made. All council will watch his demeanor. How the council will be our chairman of the
public accounts committee.
Yeah. An expert of that nature. You don't expect this man to, disgrace himself like that. Something went wrong. And we know the people. You understand? And he will deal with all of them. But I'm saying, sir, once the representative of the president, any as or year Jumano, any directive that has been given regarding say more active munye no cost 90.
Okay.
BBM
let's just say the developmental agenda of the various assemblies.
How much that?
Now how much? When them say MPC issue.
We see want to mean can.
Because common funds ka ba be da ho bat. Why no okay basically na wo MP no what dey was. It's the MPC including MPP MPs.
Yes.
They are crying.
Yes.
The woman nima.
Yes.
We are telling them. Because you're now for no more.
Yes. Now one will say even their commentators. One will say be better and what defend they say, oh yeah, the only thing they can say is, oh, President obey you or mona. Obaya. People are proposing say
Obaya na dey say atiache. Obaya.
But so go try engineer
Obaya. O ma pedi ko tameli Obaya. O ma pedi call call London. Obaya. Of course Germany. O ma pedi Obaya. Obaya dey atiache.
Where your friend is Sputnik tactics. Oh, I don't do her ya. 3 days here.
Obaya na do munyaka. Omunyaka no Obaya.
I know the team here.
Na mfa so ma pedi beba na bibia wo ma ya wi.
No, but you know the reason why
pedi ni wo krasa listen bit ma ba bonte.
Have you found out the reason why this thing is delaying?
Well, unless we validate some of them.
See, because you are a media person, I'm not kind of but I'm not the full number can be. Me, and I say, yeah, researcher, I say. The central government proper, the presidency, they have their favorites. The Ahemphone Crawford more honors, they have their favorite. And the party officials, grassroots for also, they have their favorite. In your quite say, a friend say, panic in the Habai. And president no Jilemu. They see the point in this, say, sir, almost good dialogue. See, they are dialoguing. They are, oh yes, behind closed door, they are dialoguing seriously. Into a more dialogue, and you see, these things all happen because of this purely partisan election of these people.
Sir,
I know that assembly in Aban. Into party grassroots for the woman Diaba. Because one says it may appoint you will be.
Hold on now, Dr. Richard Fiadomo, or your president the ma Chamber of Local Government. You didn't need common. No crown, no much threatening. Yeah, buying so almost go Supreme Court because the normal chair. Dog memo ha. Matthew for Joe Sopana, I want to say. Jedanya Kupon say, Chamber of local government. saying na muhu no efa MMDC is ya list ne mameto abonten.
Major disappointment. And the president who have up to now 8 months or 9 months. I said, don't you nominate the MMDC from my? It is obvious to us that the president doesn't have any interest in the local government like he used to have. Instead, this is the thing. President prayer or nominate the MMDC within 3 to 4 months. We, our born people so catch a gun for you now say he's the first president under the Fourth Republic, which means nominating MMDC record time. If you have such a person who have a record time history, fast forward between 21 and 8 months, getting into the 9th month, nominating MMDC. The idea is the president when you look at government.
But the year case on Pamo woman. Also, woman tina one train until further notice. So we can kind letter and every chief of staff as well by a dated 11 January 2021. Give it the directives, say woman train until further notice. No mum, a moment take any major policy be still one more year caretakers, one more here actually.
So maybe kind of that letter important because as the need to be Obakache MMDC or more. I let them president the Pamo MMDC and the any problem. I said all the letter over Pamo MMDC now to continue to remain at home. Now Ubia, what I give you about to what the moment take major policy. I said you need a policy implementing in and if I said remember to almost about no factor. Then I said no more quiet, I saw more air policy and man said you district and not a home factor. That's all my policy. Not if I saw implementing policy, the also on the money implementing policy. It is a local government and their own factor. So obviously, or more and more accident. They are named that MMDC, they are ceremonial MMDC, and on motive and I said you are in resources because it's causing financial loss they are sending because the purpose of the MMDC is approval. They not new that they assembly is not a banking institution. Every day, I'm going to property rate. I'm going to on daily basis. This can control assembly to man. 17 MMDC. And now you know, last quarter of 2020, first quarter of 2021, second quarter of 2021, first quarter for the new year. Common fund is meant for development projects. The common fund is there. The whole president who can be now how money into policy. What are you trying to tell us? So it's obvious that letter was an illegality in the first place. And I asking about the Supreme Court for interpretation because we share Article 2431 now. Or say there shall be a chief executive. There shall be a chief executive for all emphasis more appointed by the president and by prior approval of two-thirds majority of assembly members present and voting. The chief executive is meeting as the chief executive before, and yes, we grant that in the new chief executive. So that is why we think it's an illegality for the president to say the MMDC issue act.
Okay. Inti sesi aye ken. Omampanyin no na muhunu se wetietia mra no so ana.
Yeah. Omampanyin said you 8 months na ma economic on the MMDC there. On tia mra bi da. No dey esi e kana na ko ina tia. For constitution no ka say let's do na nominate but one part time 9 and 2. The first for another 3 months so yeah. Nti no dey umu mra bi aso. And man I put to the motion say omukate MMDC so omo. And then they say only that you know. And na area say no economic support.
Okay. Inti one more so and one more can say ade no MMDC is ni bi wo ho a ya point to amkwa 4 years in May. Inti one more time kran so omo to a omadwuma so. Na che say eno no sa argument ni de ye de bamu enye yi on.
The bamu enye is the same argument because the name is the MMDC appointed for 4 years. It is the president who 4 years not president no power so we can appoint and one bro letter. The next corner active. And so Juma na ka oye first out to take policy decision first. If you want to make the video, you know, you active position. And don't you know clearly why 4 years, 2 years, or 3 months, or say 2 weeks, or president now for more. On the 11th of June, let the crack and I want to happen. I let them on the farm or MMBC. 11th of June on the farm and at that time, on the 12th of January, we started acting up until today. And you know, the farm or MMBC, no, and we president, when he has now president, another month now, I'm on taking policy. And I said 2 million before the 11th of January, if you president everything. These are 2 minutes. You can't call yourself as a big or MMB.
Monya the Modiana Kwakoda in Supreme Court.
Nyamela Duma, actually, I ever filed. We moved the MP to the Apple.
A honorable Nelson Dafia Makpo.
Yes, and I'm a piano will be 10 years. It's the ever for them in our property.
It's most reliefs being a musiki from the Supreme Court.
Already after me, this year, the OSHA Article 2431 now. And man who finds it will be active as MMBC. If you are not many relief as you get it for Supreme Court.
Mube susu ye bibi sebi ye be sakra ye mrenemo nominating MMDCs na yetimi enya strict timelines bi dia to ho ana.
Oh, we are beginning another dance for people who are busy in power in terms of nominating MMDCs. No, I think going forward, it's more time because at the end of the day, it is not about the president. It's about development projects. You know, man, now on your committed to development projects. And if I ask you to move on, because you share a property, you share a business with permit. But unfortunately for us, looking at this in a tenant, that's on my MMBC. On I said you only kind of go in. Going forward, no, we will also call for some constitutional amendment that I don't know president some timeline. So we do this time, no, I saw opinion because option chief executive now. On the representative of the president at the local level. The Namino Catenanado is not at the 250 MMDA. And that is what it means. And so once these are your reps, you came upon and the president nominating a senator and appointing ministers. And so appointing or nominating MMDC and son of a deputy minister as another why even with non-minister. So that is the extent to which I said you local government authorities development projects in a case. Yes. The president has abused his power, and the Ghana president catch Ghana for the non-common better the elected MMDC, but German who come and I elect MMDC, we have broad consultation. That is an abuse of power coming from Ubia to really two national authorities, nomination MMDC. And oh my story, President Akodani, a colleague and a part of football, Amano, our couple of be charming, and anything, and what kind of board that can make you now. So you keep up national bonus, a
Na Eugene hin ebro ne sentrofo di nkoma ode tu dwa echiremu eya na montu a mpanyefo atu esan chiremu says there is no vacuum bia nkreti ye ewo eye various assemblies ni mo no mate sa asem na se mate ya eje chiremu na ode abeto ha man ana
yo actually in there you don't pardon him because only me okay our one will assembly a policy implementing. I also the president, you think the president doesn't understand a lawyer of his repute on this statement? What does he ever? If a president can't take policy decision, it means that the policy implementing the can't take policy decision. It means that you are as good as not being there because me I told you as MMDC, my just have 2 million if you say it would have now not a money from calling back, not a which you are for. So said, if you have a couple and said there's no vacuum. Yes, human being will beat your financial. And so human being, I thought to say a financial being, that is the vacuum we are talking about. So we are not talking about human being absent vacuum, but we are talking about human being present. But the vacuum has to do with the policies of the implement. That is the vacuum. We are not talking about physical human being.
Okay. Enti ekoba say na yumre listen about beto abonten a will you rescind your decision of going to Supreme Court na
no Supreme Court ye be nyako enye asem echina yem pese president ya ba no be kate MMDC on act all we are saying is president ye ni dunia kate MMDC on act it's not about Nanadi echina Nanadi you na president to ba you don't want that mistake and then Nanadi you committed enye ejini bakwana. We are going to Supreme Court. Yeah, for Supreme Court because we are going because we think the president has acted utter violence and he has engaged in an illegality in the Supreme Court interpretation.
Na Chamber of Local Government mo object anything.
Oh, maybe a civil society organization. Now, a main focus, we are interested in local government. And input you, maybe a local area. Then the BPR said local government is from our government. We are very committed to it, and that is our major goal.
Okay. Dr. Richard Fiadomo, President, Chamber of Local Government, here that's it, and
Yo, Mr. Medasi,
Nyakopon Shrapa. Yene Dr. Richard Fiadomo, President, Chamber of Local Government. Na yene no, Edin Command, almost say, Ochena, one more file, almost suit. As I
na meka reasons in tia they
acquiescing time no.
I am for our omo preference. Grassroots and kasa no more bre or more genuine almost omo preference. And a central government at the presidency so almost yatutu agu almost into almost omo preference. Into your one assembly nyina akogina. Into the dialogue is going on behind closed doors say. Mama yamfa we mra. And in this said no. Look, so could the ahemfo no asem so now say okay the ahemfo because in many cases no yet hana or hinbi to me interview no aka say asuma si e de ne ba ha die omoaye one me kura nka on kasa me ho oba no so otwam ko ne no ma even MPs nti we de yempe no ha biem obi to me so ne omoaye demonstration say sa DC we asuma si yempe no ha biem nti now whom are you choosing? Are you going to go by the demand of the grassroots and I say demand by ahemfo no ahema na omo ho nana and I say central government we per say you impose obi e wo mo so na these are the areas but you see in all these three areas no the ebedi wo munya aye two ahemfo any grassroots no so ko gya ahemfo no de na on be kan say okay yete ha ye be hu ya bri ye moja ne ye nim say asoma si betumi aboa no wo ba ahemfo mo ya he na wo be kototo wo mo na wo de wo mo nipa ba na nipa no ontumi mo ai ontumi nya de ye grassroots no ye pe no ahemfo so fi say onipa we ye na tra ha che ye nim say de ositi wo bu ade so so ba grassroots de nya no mo fa ho o mo pe de obetumi action person action woman action man no mo hwehwe nti ye no so no say wo kwatiri wo mo a eno so be ka say okay o man ye na ye dia ye na na mo ahemfo okranko nti yaso ye be hu o mo betumi atoto ahya ase ma election ho be kire but de o mo ye ni nyina with this 8 months o man pani won ye no e be affect election 2024
sir a bit me affect how
yes simple kra 8 months ye come obi a development what exactly now what is going to happen is that say your power o mo wiese here there is going to be a rush to say the mekan for as it were development na ankese so mo ye you know say for instance the laws of the European Union regarding non-governmental organizations no madam so mo ma usika se fa di djuma bi wo amano it say me fa say European Union ma NGO bi sika so fa ni djuma wo ha o Ghana ha na say afene beso djuma na se o mo di no mo di awie na se sika ni bi abese return come on that is omumra no ni se sika ni 20 Ghana cedis na djuma na se fa di no udi afene so ye no bebu nkonta na ka 20 cedis o mo nka se fa to adjuma
especially DTF no
exactly so we come on now what is going to happen is that they are going to engage in serious corruption by issuing receipt for non-existent projects. That is what is going to happen. And because we have not had a systemic monitoring system, a bit to me, I'm making sure say project where I better I buy and I say Auditor General who say mo yen wo ha no. Yeah, we don't have that monitoring system. So people are say got away and na a cost is so. They will just issue receipts like that. Say yeah. Meanwhile, ni panel in important him say yeah. Until at the end of the day, we make us say this year buy one me amaye. Abuy or buy one me amaye. Until they will punish you for that particular behavior now. What about? It is going to go a long way in affecting the government itself, its operation regarding election 2024. And again, it will affect the district development because you see 8 months sanki you see dan kropan you see awie yenye hwe nti by the time obesi e bia dan kan 8 months besi no it means said next June 2022 June and e bia say e power omo na e bia dan ombesi na say mfa say February and e bia na omo say you are stalling development, you understand? And the executive, the municipal executive, they have their functions. They are to supervise over executive committee meetings.
Executive committee meetings.
Now, omuni way, a better na meetings are also. They are all acting now. they are supposed to ensure say monitoring making sure say day-to-day running of the district, they would be seriously engaged in it. But once it's not there, there's no day to do it running. This is assembly common fan at the hokeke. A big crop I can say enquire. Probably enquire omunya. In the affair power more, I think I didn't be. And don't forget, so more mobile, most of them are new. I know mobile. In this new person about I think understudy the rudiments of disbursing funds, how to go about it and all that. Into obey you the existing staff no more to ensure say he will be abreast with happenings within the district. And also be taking the best 2 to 3 months. Into we say development as a within the first year of the administration, not just say about sa district. Into so none of the members of the ruling party are not intending to defend the situation we find ourselves. And as someone enye no, obi anim say enye. When who are bemunas also be defending, it's up to you. Nkofo no mutie o sa akache no na peso so free wo kasa say oh ne delay no enye no. Omokwe kasa time na e scan empire na say yam power yam paying for no. What you want na wo to yam pia say oh enye. Of course, the president is hiding under the fact say on phone here. Say onyi wo.
Yeah.
It's said that Urane can. Sanka your timelines say when you come
this time they say with me
within 3 months you should be able to point all of them. Nanche say no. As I say on himself.
But Yembi Sanso said letter na chief of staff at the buyer. Paragraph 3 or see you are to take note of the provision of section 14.5 of the Presidential Transition Act 2012, which states that you shall not take decision involving a policy issue. The person and the term we say MMDCB and you're not just take a policy initiative.
We say watch on the so act. At the same time, we say a man take a policy issue. It means that there's nothing there to be done. In the first place, what is the policy of the government that has been sent to them? And I said, what is the structure that has been given to them? Said, this is government policy that you must follow. You empower, and probably you cannot use the old system because any part of our best ever call. Indeed, even by asking, say, the old members should stay. How are they going to be paid? Is it still from the taxpayers' money? And are they going to receive the same salary as the substantive?
I know they say you too,
but on whose account is the taxpayer? And it is wrong. Money. It is wrong because the tenure of office of
it's not just a gentimia more execute to one responsibilities fully.
Yes,
to the fullest.
Yes, and then it means it's also another way of causing financial loss to the state by the president.
But I come I say gentimia be more for there be some questions. And your friend, but because some of the questions in the I say to me be some
you hear party for some people. Make catch you hear party and the LPG
because selecting your friend is saying MMDC who say no so easy.
But no, but you are
because another one is shiny year one about vetting according to Eugene here or see nipa for almost every district. Nipa for and at least there's one barbecue no you move one. And then no no. It's not just a 4 no see ya dream bua so almost one more make country. One more make country you bet dream the mom.
Yes.
Ya the dream bua not just on here the ba ko. A grassroots the ba ko. And the president the I got go.
I know back there independent.
But independent.
You see, on why the biggest mistake of opening it to 4. They should have limited it to 2.
Okay.
Sanka won't limit it to 2 and they don't mean you why you that. I'm a why you're vetting. They will say 2 way you move back. Now, come I him for near so for when you protocol near this answer me in Abayu. Yet the protocol should be BM, you're politicizing everything. And from what we are seeing, it means that there are signs, it is an indication to the general public say, we should let the people elect their own people. Rather than say, you're better appointed. And we've been crying and calling for this particular system. Say, let the people, they have lived in the area with such people. They know their character. They know how they go about their duties. They know how committed they are. If they are corrupt, they know, probably within the district and the region. Into Yama Unkrofono, Ankasa, elected rather than see a Bema president, there be everything centralized. Yeah, appointing a DC. It's not going to help us. The majority, I want here says paying for no bomb pa. They should come forth and explain why.
I saw what me ba. That's 70 bi ha won be ya no yie. Emfa emai. Etefo you gina hen ne na America na bia na se wontie ya. Ma me san repeat you gina hen. Enchiremu a ode amafa MMDCC nomination ho. Iti tawaso na me san repeat na me fa ma on etie.
At the regional level, set up a committee. Persons who were interested in becoming DCs or MCs submitted their applications at the regional level. A vetting committee was instituted, and about 4 persons per district or per municipality were shortlisted and subsequently was forwarded to the national level. At that level, the president again set up a committee chaired by the Minister for Local Government and Rural Development, Honorable Damboche. I know they have completed their work and they have submitted the report to the president. As we all know, he's the final determiner in these matters as per the constitution. So we are currently on the final leg where the president is currently going through the report that has been submitted to him, and just as it is shortly, the announcement as to who becomes MC or DC will be made. But the president also makes a point that, which we shouldn't forget, that currently there's no vacuum at the various districts, metropolitan areas, and also the municipalities. There are no vacuum because the old MMDCs are still in office and on a day-to-day basis going about their respective duties. So as and when he decides to make the announcement, which I believe should be soon, I believe through the Minister for Local Government and Rural Development, that announcement will be made. But I can assure you that it is not hampering development or the works of the assemblies at the various districts and at the various municipalities. So I don't think there should be any cause for concern because work is still ongoing at the various MMDC levels.
Right, but I say it's way you gina hen in Chiremua or the ba no na waten to be born to tough more. Or say, Wama ye vet and a cry, or mu vet no, a nipa and 9 yaw. Or say a 9 baby, I almost just say nipa 9. It is a 9 no nipa 4 no. One more cry, the abet just say, dear, or borrow this. I just say, yes, and say very soon. Listen, no better way you 1111. It is a WhatsApp mo. Na enweche so no. My penny say vacuum be a mamedaho. O my penny say a one na home there be. Ama for home ye adwuma. Impuntu e say ekwa assembly. So say hi. The mo amutiti e kira mo say ha adwen no. Hi. It quick comment you want to make a message.
Sabi me mbu shushan for him tia. But shushan ni kura dem say you can when explain it, has he defined the word vacuum? But defining Anna, there's no vacuum.
Yeah.
Has he also read the letter of the chief of staff?
Chief of staff, there.
On no country, said they are going about their normal duties because meanwhile, issue letter said don't take any policy decision. So what is that normal? And it is not hampering development. Hey, look, simply put, they are confused. And going forward, if they still want to insist, say the government will appoint MMDCs, they should not open it so hard. Say NIPA and 9. Sincerely speaking, say who producer? I will need FM. That's a NIPA 1,000 bar. Vetting committee should be able to select just about 2.
Yeah,
I better pick one. In the power presidency, just say the vetting committee is they have been incompetent.
One more Juma, the 9 o'clock president. Our president no farm my vetting committee.
In the AGYEMAN, yeah, there will be rank ranks.
Okay, be a way the kind say we corner we failure because I likely say baby for you be reject woman.
Exactly, so
twice so say twice now woman yen form ko bi.
In order of hierarchy, the vetting committee should have been able to indicate to.
And why the can't also indicate? You and I were not there. You knew say woman indicate and no indicate.
No, it means that the presidency is telling the the vetting committee that they have been incompetent, or vice versa. Because
I get difficult. I'm a president in so
exactly. It means and no na enya sa agression say yen to me kwatini fa babia a protocol list and hampering that particular electing of just one single person from one. Obia de ne dia ba. Ohene say when you way up me no betwen. Nti eno na edi wo munya no. Ba yemfa we mu man. Protocol ne favoritism ne nepotism ne sa no man. Yemfa mu man.
Abusia na mene eye yaw asanita no. Now you're the national organizer the LPG. Now not say Kwame Adade MPP ni. Don't for NDC ni. The baby nam ronko swan na mo. Na ye de ye ko. Aka akra na yedu. Mama Keka messages in be. Where is Jerry? Good afternoon. I really thank God for your life and God bless you. Anytime I hear from you, I become very happy. Yo, me bacho me da se pa. So my name is Aikabot from Argentina, Patagonia. Okay, let us say Aikabot. Didn't say there. And come and first if you are chima yiribi inside BNA. I see every day the number of people dying from road accident is very sad and dangerous for this nation. I will continue plead with the Ghana Roads Road Safety Authority. Me patch omo nye commission bi mo. And come and first a road safety authority, a Ghana National Road Safety Authority. Why? It is time the law will regard what's that? That's what my first has said. Where is Mr. Jerry? Please come and see Medina, where people were crying because of cars killing people. Government came into their aid and built overpass. It has turned to marketplace. I say Medina, 70 free Pantan village. Yakwa footbridge, you know. They say also adane more amount for the job. Where is Jerry? As a matter of fact, the appointment of MMDCs has kept so long. But the president should do well and listen to the grassroots grievance about the behavior of MMDCs and sack the arrogant and stubborn ones. That will help us to break the eight. So here Isaac Woto and Fred Opare answer. Sami, that say Sami Boachia Saman Kese. Where's the brother Jerry? Good afternoon. Please, I suggest this new chop bar at Pokuase. I suggest that they should be punished so that it will be deterrent to the rest of the people. Abba, Ade. My name is Oscar Davis, Tema Community 9. Kwame entry, and if you knew Apelako say, as a people, if we don't fix our negative attitudes, even God cannot fix the country for us. We are all to be blamed for the problems befalling this nation. But I say, Kwame. Mukaila Jonas said, yeah, Kerry. I say, MJ, it's actually true that the delay in appointing the MMDCs is really affecting the progress of the various municipalities. But as it has been cleared or stated by the General Secretary, that as soon as the president returns from Germany, the names will be dropped. But in all fairness, we have to credit the president for his delay, since he has determined to parade a well-thought-through persons with the requisite know-how to be able to deliver well to enable MPP to break the eight for continuity in development. I want to assure Dr. Abubakar Sadiq Ahmed of Medina, who is also aspiring to be MC, that you win. It's one of the addresses of my penny. Be you obenya solid people. No, my year. I would what one I'll say. As what do I bet? We had the solid people at 9, according to Eugene here. Was in the pan 9.
There's hierarchy. Say we Among the top. Who exams?
But about the son say NI before crown so be your home can it be a night. One you be a background check and one you. So my view. Oh, I didn't go do a bar on one of the NHS. When said the arrest of those selling under the overpass by the police should not be a 9-day wonder, but it should be a continuous process. Isaac Theophilus Abeku Yansa Tema and the free by him. Enoch Asamai Kese. Or say the Nanado and Baumia-led government has failed the good people of Ghana. They are doing the opposite of what they promised prior to the elections. And Ghanaians will never forgive this 419 MPP government. Come 2024. Osiochia Madi Jebril. Ishaba Nelka Shaman constituency. I say good afternoon, Mark Jerry. Regional Minister Honorable Henry Korte and Greater Accra Regional Commander should act fast in that area. Operating Choba on the newly built first-class Pokuasi interchange is really bad. Same people will start shouting, fix the country. It need to be punished. Shaba Nelka and Odia Bay. Where is my name is Nana K. Mr. President, the DCE you gave to Gomoa West is killing us here. Well, they are kind of grassroots for the
they are the most important people.
Also, we don't have any good schools nor hospitals here. Mr. President, we are pleading with you. The roads of Gomoa West are all bad. Mr. Bismarck BSC Ngum, Gomoa West is not doing well at all. We have regretted seriously. It's a grassroots for now, you know. So can I tell you now? Can almost somebody no. It is a say BSC Ngum no. The dean woman. It just say no. So I quite as a mom. Mystic Wonder and Saoma Dwejiro. Say good afternoon to you, Mark Jerry. Say AGYEMAN. Keep the good work. The inept, corrupt, and treacherous Nanado has not appointed MMDC till today because he is in a state of confusion and has failed Ghanaians woefully. Cost of living is unbearable and the center cannot hold. Prices of goods and services are skyrocketing and center cannot hold. My regards to Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa and people of Mepe in the Northtown constituency. Where's the McJerry? The government is voted into power to develop the country and serve people. But unfortunately, MPP government and another Akufo-Addo government are working for their families and friends. Journalists should ask questions and demand answers. Dr. Baumia, a.k.a. Alhaji Cathedral, please, with all due respect, which account can we find the 100 million Ghana cedis as seed money for the project you promised in 2020 to pay rent for working youth? Fix the country now. Musa Abatua, all the way from Kumasi. Kind the rest of the message. Yeah, you move on to another story. Okay, Abatua 2020. Casualties are recorded, including death casualties. Africa say yente nwoshe. Emu banko ablekuma central there no. Na yete say cola, one cola de no kokujina asem de bia. Atene yehu ba bia akwakosi do bia na oguso court. Okuja to a black honorable. Ene eye Emmanuel Kofi-Boa. One more day eye nsemi petition. One more de akwa scratch. Bibi papa be free maba.
That's it. Same way, ne canon, you can but ne can yedin. Me say, check the air corner. Any idea, papa be a bit more. But I'm very happy. Honorable could to a black one. And you are honorable Amakofibo. Upon me, who many win share that, but Obia can be a chairman, say, many would do honorable Amakofibo.
Oh, okay.
Say, first night in our Western region. Yeah, I could Western North.
Okay.
Don't there's still a Western region. To open him, measure one number, my friend. It is an order, and what they are seeking the court to do, no, things again and Nibia, including the.
They are seeking Shrach. Where Shrach?
They are seeking Shrach to do, no. Ghana Nibia should support them. Indeed, I'm sure, say even the ruling party, a lot of them support this cause. Because in the history of this country, apart from the UP, this is another with other military interventions. This is the first time democracy introduced here. As a result of either orders from above that when you go intimidate them, and I said, this is what you must do to, as it were, power them. But you see, I listened and their lineup of Nkrofua, they are more indicted, and I said, Seeking said they should be invited to for questioning. Former IGP, which I'm very, very, very happy. Yeah. Very happy. Plus the National Security Minister
and the Interior.
And the Interior. In the sense, where in the world are a situation like that? Police phone asrafo. Omobeko amoko bonkro for home. Na omobe use live bullets. Anye biano na rubber bullets ye ni bi wo man mu ana. And I say police akachi no money bi. Most of the time no ye better say etua bo bi no. Ye nte wo man mu hadas obi ate dia memente da. Say oh etu to ekoso na rubber bullet eko hiti obi. Mente bi da. Always a live bullet. I don't know where that training is coming from. As a men of service and the forces go out, and yes, said they are going to engage war with a neighboring country, and now said they are going to fight terrorists, and now say they are going on a mission. Name the citizenry that they are supposed to protect, when they are going to do undertake such operations, or more the live bullets and echo. You will never have it. The Ebia Obekers of the police in so. Disabled. The say pepper spray, NSR shockers, they have them. Now, pass Obeko Beach say party IEFS voting election as here. Now, live bullets and a carry. At best, okay, Ubeka say anything can happen. Enti Omukra live bullets. They are at the backstage.
Okay.
Now, frontliners, now you say, making sure, say, more group or mobile pam, you will have the rubber bullet. And even that, you have to ensure, say, you are taking a warning shot into the air, not directed at the people. Now, the anti-American say, I doubt to say, Bibi Papa Befri mo Abba, and on say, Yang United Hania, also was gone. Assembly ABC. The taxpayers' monies were used after Yabo Jasa said the president should institute a bipartisan as an independent committee to, as it were, investigate the issue. Yet commissioner Obia Wire Shraj Commission da. When Munyang for a era ML short. Any mame Sawumai, our no so Ghana, a bat Mranesa Yebunepa. Commissioner ye put it together to ensure that no way in a better said the evidence were there, and there are still evidence of the Yawas West Wogon. Now, your day recommendations are called upon the taxpayer paying guest committee. Now, President say, the Abreme, Nanso, men find your Juma. Now, a task force now will set it up. I say anything. A committee now will tell you. And in the first place, you have got financial loss to the state by using the taxpayers' money to pay a committee that whose work you are not going to, as it were, use. Intimation the air koya, bosume enwachini, na yakoto manani pangwachi ewu. Na family no omunya any justice. There has not been any court issues. I bet me I say 18 year investigation. You concluded these are what came out. Inti Abusiano. Compensation send the mamo no more we and bian a ban say no more yet then where they attacking the police ye nya bibia meto abontensa nti asame da hotra na chesa Ghana for your Europe fiam nti for the two honorable members to have picked up that issue to ask it to seek justice not only for the 8 people who died and their families but for the people of this country, because in 2024 it could happen to anybody. And don't forget, The AC war 2020 election, no, everybody will be in a state of how do I put it?
Shock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming 2024 election. Because that 2024, no, the slogan that the MPP is coming up with, say breaking the 8, right? It is something they have planned and they want to execute it. And we, the opposition, who also want to come to power, the Liberal Party of Ghana will not sit down for them to break the 8. Until you ya be ya from the be make sure say grassroots ne ground yinina ya be ko ho make sure say ya ne yankro for be kasa munyi sankro for monfamra. Until any attempt to cajole the people, I said, to suppress them, no, people would also react. In the 2024 election, it may be one of the most dangerous elections.
But electoral violence, yeah, cause what memo. I said the way Emrano di sad violence and you. Yeah, what the Ghana politics actually. At the end, I say yeah, you found because electoral violence be akoswa. You did
It is true.
To the extent say nipa be chiro monkwa. To the extent say nipa be pira the way did them for life.
Yeah. Oh, Jerry. Yeah, me try kasa gejeje enya ne say MPP nkwana enya omo electoral violence no. In fact, electoral violence, of course, two of them alternatively have supervised over electoral violence in every election. There have been one violence here or the other. There have been fight here and there. There have been ballot box snatching, etc. NDC had their fair share of those electoral violence. When was even investigation done at all? Investigation be under NDC regarding electoral violence. Uncle Siaga, I let my vote count. Or more call or more demonstration. What happened? Somebody was shot in the eye. Gabi Ochadaku was beaten. I remember those events very, very well. He was beaten. Nipana ye kuno ye born na nituno. I hear so. You understand? What has been done for such people? For Gabi Ochadaku and other people who were beaten. Sanka eye or maya and mrawo mua. Anke ye better trust a compensation because under the law, no, you are supposed to protect them through their route. Of course, there could be excesses and that does not still give you the right to beat them, to abuse them physically. No. But we have had this series of abuse of people who are exercising their democratic right in terms of a demonstration, and I say whatever, and I say election. In South. If you look at the way the scene of the place, the people were all, they had gathered. They were unarmed. All he said, they were agitating. So if they were agitating now, the police have enough accoutrement to ensure say they could, as it were, douse that particular agitation. And that's what made me see. There were Omo Vidian can say Tomahawk said in social knowing that it is an election and people are enraged, you should have been prepared adequately with all those equipment to ensure, say, who may use those ones at the best minimum of your without firing a bullet. There could have been other means. The military and the police could have cordoned the place. And if the military and the police are together and they have cordoned the place with their shields and attention, there was no way anybody would have lost. Just they went on a shooting spree. Just they didn't care whom the bullet hit. It was not one shot aimed in the air, but they shot that people. It means that they are culprits. They are people who did it. Next time it could be anybody else. A big grandpa can be who knows Nippon Borono. Now, or a military commander be an office. And can be anything. A be an uncle, a minister be neba. Sanka Sadia Kobas, a minister CB. And as a president,
one more baby and no close relative. And a tune bomb. Sanka Memphis say chief executive for that area. And I say, be a Memphis say MP or that area. And a trio born a Bakun. So, according to say, the law is a respecter of the people at the top and politicians in particular, especially.
And when I say politicians, I'm not talking about the grassroots politicians. Grassroots politicians, no, what bring the more journey to the extent of sometimes people snatching ballot boxes, no, for you to win power, no. Or more bad, they don't care about them any longer. In confirm good prisons, a whole party supporters, either NPP or NDC. And some of them have done things that and can make say be a big to be out we are a body a normal. You're jailing no. Right? But in Crawford or more the docket keeps on missing. Or the case will not be investigated at all. And I say if it will be investigated, when the recommendation comes out, nothing will be done about it. And for me, I commend them, and my entraha and Jane say, be a na NPP na press on member power. And now they had command over the military police service, you know. And baby to me about Liberal Party of Ghana. So there must be systemic and rigorous laws that will deal with these things. Maybe Yansha Mrase, once a committee is set up at the presidency or by the president, the recommendation that comes should be published and must be instituted. So Yansha Samranwa, then the president has no way or no power to say your recommendation I quite to say electoral commission IPAC IPAC no inter-party advisory committee ukwa ubakwa kan de obeka nyina ompa no mofa and indeed the omonfa no endorse. And in most cases no the government in power no mofa or more representative the omobeka no. These are the things that are happening. Until at the end of the day we have built a regime institutions am na bedru samre enti ubekwa baby no NPP what power in no a police system no na fabino MPP for there. They have the people they can control inside there to do their bidding. Who come military, it may be same. Even at the appointment levels, so and we have brought it down to the media. To the same, we have regime media houses. Look, if we leave this, especially I can say the media is the fourth estate of the realm. Yeah. I can say technically, the media is the first estate of the realm. In the sense, say, look, the topics are good. Now, public opinion, most of it are those that are used in the court processes. I'm telling you. True. So it is the media that shapes the nation. Into say, you can't say your fourth estate of the realm. Fine. Maybe you are talking about hierarchical, you say, who can governance. Yeah. But seriously speaking, the media is the pivot around which the country revolves. And in that matter, it is important to say, we don't make them regime media houses. The moment you buy more regime media houses, we should, the media should, I'm a private person, yeah. Me dom party, no. I don't say, ube dictated to me.
The editorial policy.
Yes, you don't. Obi to me, program manager, and I say, management.
My managing director.
Say,
I will rotate here.
Now, Marjorie or Dame, I couldn't better how better I am here. I have been in the studio. I will be specific. Then Prime FM. Obi better off floor. They will papa see him. He could call, say, that guy, take him from there. We are CPP there now. They could call and say, we don't want him anymore. Don't bring him there. They could pinpoint as soon as say, my hobby. You understand? So, at the end of the day, no, media, which is working for the nation, what they are bearing to say, look, here are the cooker. Now we help shareholder in Prime FM. Those days, I don't know if he's still shareholder. But there was no single program I want phone in. Yeah, program you understand? Okay. So we should not. The media is a dangerous tool, and it can serve us better or worse, depending on how we manage the media, and depending on how media owners will be so independent. So obey a dompa tibinas wako be in a station. No person the I will plead say, all right, to propel your government or whatever it is. But don't make it so partisan to the extent, say, you don't want to hear dissenting views.
Okay.
Until people who they will not invite the other party. Say, yeah, brana, yeah, drink it. But they are tolerate dissenting views. We can never move forward. And for me, the media should be very careful, and the media should, as it will, push this particular thing. Say yes. It is the media's responsibility. As it will, tell us, say we also are a party to it, and so we want.
Because you're a journalist, a student journalist, and then one day more. I was the
and how did
student journalist?
Yes, or more document need be or more picture of the Akoma strategy. No, say videos can.
Yeah. Some of the videos I can.
Minister be no culture video.
Yeah, media.
Exactly.
It's a necram interview. You could do no boy abaso answer again, and yet me boy. Yeah, it just says videos in
your indeed finds a bulletin baby and air concern for media. No, Sako Kuno. Bakon Swabu. In the main fans, a media who were called Moko trainer, Sanka Luzu 3 Ewuma. Saka Sam Naba. Even one, okay, ya some case. Into making sure, say, and I would also advise such areas and as such for emergency situations, no, and not even not emergency media, no, it should be identified with a clearly marked, even though some will be, but a clearly marked reflective attire. I just say, if you need FM, I just say a boho, it is a police ni eba, soldier ni eba, on him say no matter what, on yes and home account. I will to remember her. Obi to me, minister to me, a media person, a camera, not the actual. Obi to me, a so media person, no abonasum. It is not on. Abrochire, Yachiwa, police chiwa. They know the laws are there. Into Yachiwa and your nephew no be struggle. But also when him law, Boko, this is your offense. So. Pa, or no con. Or Jao Hoko, open market. But I had there be, and Yanessa. Into Mark.
Okay.
I'll plead say.
Yeah.
Mama homeless.
All right.
Now be a good cause for the nation. We should all be objective and sure to push it.
Okay.
Now, I'm happy to say you are pushing the agenda of the MMDC.
Yeah.
And the Monko Super.
All right. Okay. But that's a pa. Yao Asanitano and I would say national organizer the LPG. Once on Baby Bao. Now watch the wagon. But I'm saying no one so a dear farm a year WhatsApp no. Osi Senior. President will surely appoint the right MMDC who will help him to fulfill his promises that he has made to Ghanaians. Greetings to General Parker on that line. We Anne Clifford, one mutation, I believe the free a Yenugua. Silas Befi, also the people of his own Wejiri, are yearning for a vibrant, energetic, and grassroots person, Mr. Daniel Enim, to become the next municipal chief executive for Insamwom Adwejiri constituency. Also, AGYEMAN the incoming Eastern Regional Youth Organizer. Aguna Ba MP from Kasua Adam Nana. Also, McJerry agree with the member of the LPG. We need to put things in order in our schools to help us to improve our country. Agenda 111 is ongoing. Hawakum Sen 2024. Where the MPP is better than NDC 100 times. Look at Agenda 111. Interchanges. One district, one factory. Roads. 3 SHS. By all means, we are going to break the 8. Women's are Domipele 2. Bosheba based here the free so Zongo. I say the MPP government is far better than NDC in terms of national development. So Ghanaians should focus on the MPP and forget about the NDC and their propaganda. Regards to the Sunafo North MC, Honorable Yao Osebwahe and Honorable Evans Opoku Obie. Okay. Before we insure, I'll say McJerry, we are not going to support those two MPs for that petition. Why? The 2020 election alone, but not adding what happened in Chirupone Tiwa and let my vote count. Hypocrisy at the highest level. In Shraba and now cannot be. Mameko Amanosona menye amount for adventure 03022 43540 03022 43540. Abana wa bwa mikakra ewo echire wona yemfa eye etiefo adwen womo so a womo de womo adwen afa Facebook na so yebehwe na akenkan bi na media amount ewo lit 100.9 Lambert Owusu or say Sergio Lambert from Kumasi Obuako say good afternoon McJerry. I'm really impressed and enthused with the transformation of the country's economy under the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. So, to Honorable Dr. Uswefri Amache, also we agree that there is hardship in Ghana due to COVID-19, but there are enough food in our economy, especially the initiative of the planting for food and jobs. The Agri Minister is a hardworking person. Kofi Annan Steven, also that's it. Kofi Annan Steven, I support you about the Pokwasi interchange. You are doing a good job. Thank you. Isaac Cranton, also I like the way the LPG man is delivering, but his suggestions to solve lawless in the country is not feasible. He's lost touch with the socio-cultural, economic life of Ghanaians. Also, what come about it? Okay, or you want saying? I'll say from Achema Niribihi in Gomase. Also, President Akufo-Addo is fixing the country, so let's fix our attitude. Greetings to Honorable Amo Ewuku MC and our Achema will be a jam. Azeman Ventures. Also, seed markets. Also, criminal cases in Ghana now clearly shows that the end time is yet to come. So we should all repent. Citizen Abeka, one love, Kaswa. Also, Ghana is really working very well under President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, especially in the agricultural sector under the workaholic, hardworking Dr. Uswefri Akoto. Desmond Techi. Also, good afternoon, McJerry. Ghanaians are really happy with the transformation of the economy about Nana Addo Abemo. Mensa Makai Shraba and Kameda say Johnson Mensa also question who pays the wages of these district chief executives? It seems to me that our constitution has no meaning to the current president. People are breaking the laws and getting away with it. Pure example is the Australian visa scandal. It's also Johnson Mensa. Prince Kwasi Ekuma. Also, good afternoon, Mr. McJerry. Come and see Teshi. There is some big supermarket there. They have arranged their goods on the sharp curve, which is very risky. And some more. Yauza. Also, refreshing to hear that the Bank of Ghana has won judgment at the London International Arbitration against Sipton Switch Limited over the $1.2 billion interoperability contract signed by John Mahama in his corrupt deal before leaving office. Nana Kuyama Boateng. I'll say, McJerry, good afternoon. So now the Pokwasi Interchange Fufu joint owner has been arrested. Who will serve as Fufu when we get to the interchange? Internet has also come be on. Okay. Where's it, Mr. Jerry? Hey, I think that our politicians should be bold enough to tell our people they are wrongdoing. So, where you Manaoba, Stephen, that's it, and then also with the okay, I'm saying message in the door so that you can't make any no day. They tell my money, I'm a deal with her. I'm a crime, and so I'm in for calls. 0302243 540 0302243 540. Me pacho ma hi.
Yeah, wa bo mutre.
Na me adom ka chere ti o.
Ayo, ka e kira won no go so ma se ku afi. Ma jere ugbo adwuma pa o.
That's it.
Ano pa ewia ne jo. Ya mi anche wa mi mprinda.
That's it.
The father and impenifu timia. Wa ketua no wo mu pe bin come best 3 times because wa koye e pe bia we overtime nyina ka.
But e ba me ma obi wa.
Oh, my father there. Oh, when you can see,
but you go.
Me brother, papa, no one casa papa Michiano. I mean, chia, you should have me do a camba. That's an organizer. I mean, chia, or man, penny, young for June. Summer, this year, we shall. My, that's a piano. I do know. So my can carry. Maybe I pay. When I'm a Kumba, I got an impatient, so I ain't seen once away factory, you know. Yes, and Johnny and most stations who a year reported the blow home. If the cano, a Kunfi factory, my year, Monday, because the Kunfi factory, he had to one, I say, Omuda Suya Juma, the Persimmon for Anno. What can they find out? And I ain't seen. Once you know, fact is, the number could be out at one go on the pursue more report among corner among cautious. I am pan, I would can. Maybe I think I make a time to prepare you unhu ne waye na so president ba na na do wait ma unhu djuma kuna wobo ni o ka president tama yare ba yetu aye boda mu no ma yare beji na ye mbuye yo na yare no ni gangan to ni pona ni kese amano ni na fiba wa buye na to ho wa buye to ho omu ba no pa wie ne jo na togo heya na direct what mo be tin ne ni no ka se juma ko bia o be ka se si e gaza nyama merma dani mia na mia dani nkola na ye tu mem hu ye senke no ko kan se ya tole tema o director se yen yiwedi be tu aye radio station po people be gu etuma nyina bank yen kan radio yen kan ntentrofuo o adani nkola awo aban yen se no tin gwe man nkasa na gana phone
okay that's me ya fa foforo me pa cho aha me pa cho me mo ha na me adom
Hello.
me pa cho nya me adom yeti o yes sir nya me adom o me pa cho wani
Oh, Bempa.
yeti o
See.
all right ba me fa foforo that's usu bempa me pa cho aha
Champion McJerry.
na na ma ko
McJerry. I'm now happy related birthday. I'm going to tell no your case.
amen that's
on kwa o wenim no enya tenten senior abetwam no no mo ho ban papa ne yale ne o how de onyi bibia ntu akwa ho
amen
magari magini za ma minchi a iwa aya kan odamoa ene adwumasoma oye ma oman Ghana na enyem nwa se and this body petition akoma study say omohwehwe de ekọ so about ekọ enim na nko omde ekọ no na nko omde ekọ so o chepon na ka ho no me de ekọ so atua na nka omde aka ho na hu se ampa omo ye se na ese nya twom a ayo mintinum da bi omo pe na be save om that enya obi ma tawo ekọ chepon by election na yenyom na omo ti committee na ehwe man ka de esi wa ye wa na nka nsi o magdalene me de mese meka ne kure because the men who na meka om they say the comments were I just on constituency magdalene who dey dance here say first company omo bia ya one is the 140 room I go for the no me bia no one ya and so me we ko fit on the two aso who be the class when for your social tomato paste oh jita manti na eye adwo mabu eye adwo the catch pa omra be na ko she party na o eye adwo me can throw na e bi no ko ka say komana sugar party ya wie na eye adwo na sugar babon say ye sugar darom me me ya de ni bi me nyanso ntun de me na make
okay
o money ya tiro ye ana ye ka o ma so o maka chita mpa me so hwe apeti about for some fast for the dinner asasi we so because the omanya emunkola anko storum ano mini mimdian omani entumpom negligent allowance and voucher mum na not by otia emabu no me demonstration papa jama ma brefo a also onye magic and ebi ye nurse o the post home ebi so that ye o double take buy ni na na bo no modern
me dan say ma me fa foforo na ye nto aso me pa cho me mo ha okay ma timi enya no ma me fa next one me pa cho ma ha oh kafra enyo no na me fa me pa cho ma ha hello okay hello me pa cho di ani ba bi akasa free
the friend we musum do ba be
okay yeti o
opani anya ofide kesi de ma minche o ma mpani ekukwado na mbo na baso ejuma pa o ye magana opani ya no kure one district one factory no MPP for ESC no NDC media ntimi nji ho achiwi no kure say one village one dam no ya no NDC media ntimi nji ho achiwi no kure say etua nursing training allowance no NDC media ntimi nji ho achiwi no kure say etua teacher training allowance NDC media ntimi nji ho achiwi no kure say fan crofo we djumom obani wonu say na no ayi yakobo mampani akufuado abaso say no na best manager of COVID-19 in the whole Africa. Which I was a papa no ye juma na wo ye na wote Ghana for a woji di won ntina fre Ghana for the woman see ndimi ne bibia any before they fix the country so o ma me ye hwe it is almost here fix here you go so here fix it one must see for police for na soldier for na fire for na there it is our party be highway school and answer or ye fitania for ye fa omo you omo mu digwa ye fa omo ọmọ ọmọtọadẹ yẹ fa ọmọ ọmọọmọsua adwuma bia telephone nyina yẹ fa ọmọ nti sẹ wọn fa bi wọ hɔ akyerɛ ɛni sini na ɔtɔ wɔn sɛ ne wọn fa bi wɔ hɔ a
okay
ɔpɛ adwuma a ɔma no apply bi na MPP for
ɔnyɛ ndc ni ɔyɛ LPG
ɔmo nyina mo yɛ NDC for
masa asɛm bɛ na nso oge maa mbɛ da ase yɛ ya bɛ kan na bɛ kan bam next one okay mbɛ kyɛw mbɛ wɔn ha o. YouTube. Oh yeah, LPG on your NDC ni on.
LPG. Okay. Actually, then the kata ni because Akalu party there say no kata yi now put the nebo amano. So Akalu party the contract the man in the mobile radio so na mo tie government na sisa. Anyway, ma minchi ama di jibril. Ni ayi taki janko. Yo ashama for mesremo. When you say a guy with you, also be called deputy communication officer. They do a mama and bonnet chidom. Now, Nampim, it's new regional woman organizer, Michiana of Michiana Navy. Marjorie. Oh, I am a Tiffin, I am a real. Now, Yacobo and another Abaswa. A change, Docno Price, our Ghana Hana. You see, San Danko that do you know. Yakraho. John Dramani, my baby Ghana. Ghana, you do baby out. But urban infrastructure near there, or yet born who more or the Ghana bedroom pempe. Nanado buy or Kato Bobusia. Shabusia Fia Wabo and no Mayan debt that could do 334 billion. Or non quo. On Bobusia close to 5 years, or Bobusia almost 2 billion. They're not the IMI. Okay. Nanado, a memoir.
Okay. Madam say, I am a brand, my last one. But so my yes, sir. I'm not going to call number so.
Oh, I mean, Wendy, one if we
young name.
Major was to say, yeah, Mosista Ball. Canada. NDC. Almost the Umber Casabro. Kasa na another babu for a wordma. In Pamu said, John, a chance so. Mid-Message ministers, MPs, Mestre, Omumba Juma, Man, another Dango Akufado. Not 2024, no. There, a yala never bow, a year, Mr. Rika, Bamia never bow. Kind of mess about the Kwakana Fumi and another Dango Akufado, oh, yes. I got the fair case in Baban, one famba, one visit, one person or Jabba. Esa da land any gifted a whole to the bomb bonity or the on this obi and who be a mukwafe minister PCFM more equavai Mamu Tebia but it's no biawo if I say oh also there Yane yes for so Yane in the form who be Ghana
for but I say a Hana BDC will be our friend but I say I need 100.9 it's more text here, more share Facebook Live, more so I'm afraid. Do one hours and to me and text or more to me and Fred, then so one more the draw so and one more at 10 can Yamaka say, Yakupon should be as a neat 100.9. Yeah, at the final comment in about. Yeah,
Marjorie.
Yes, sir.
But I say, you mind the old body said you because say you reso beside
Amen.
But nobody be so so did you
okay, I get you.
Uniaba Biamakofi. Kwafu.
Biamakofi, yeah, on the meeting of man.
Marjorie.
Yes,
sir. Say LPG your slogan be. You can't say young conqueror. I say, how far is it? So me hana me so.
Na so me ha.
The patch they say. Manchire. We saw her. Exactly. Nti yanso yam som oni nipa. Nti Ghana fo enso maye nchichiro ma no. and say bet me at your man yama NPP NDC 30 years. His Excellency will be any term, not just say democracy you introduce in it say about 33 years.
Okay.
And so shall the Ghana and Futu Accra into main fix Accra. Just only Accra. And you say a bar with full force. Ghana for NG and the party you building on the youth. Grassroots now why disappointed in both NPP and NDC now. I'm not joining here. We can do better. You know when you bet me attitude money ama man afa into my part.
Okay,
But His Excellency.
Yeah.
Your bomb pass and your medicine bedroom.
Yes.
Na said I can say in the coming week no. They appointed and also be this
MMDC so.
On be na a development also.
Ya me dan se na wie so ba beka me ho. Enne anwumre ana na wie eyade amene eye yaw asanita no. Oye national
Adade so NPP.
Adade NPP.
Anya the president or can say teachers nation. Ono no a teacher Adade.
Adade
No a teacher na Oja ye koye bibi fufu.
Okay.
Nti am say he was going to do
a photo no. Okay. Yawasanita no oye national organizer the Mali Liberal Party of Ghana LPG ono na ne obabaka me ho na nanka ye NS Nana Kwame Adade MPP communication team member so bahwama na John Afonso ntimi ama na John Crowd any early indication na HS henya do betimi aba anyway no a member of the NDC Midini Magjerio AGYEMAN Kwadwo Dame Ado de gina mechi Margaret Abena Frima Abankro or in charge of the social media handles no Despite Media YouTube NIT 100.9 FM and on your Facebook live ono na oye in charge Yankopon ya domo a Ola Michael Ebeji Adwa anonsian bo na ye de kase bo ne bro wi a mesan ba na ye de torchlight na ye de abro and the torchlight ye ne the business community no ye no mo ba bidi nkomo na ye hwese ne a eno ama ekoso Yankopon shiro bibia se wutie 800.9 Ola Michael ode eye ye kofie dwumadie yi ode ba beto also ewa ha ye besan ye hie biem
Yanu me bibrime ye nya kofa tu yesuo etu esi be mabo okunkunim kofa agina ne so akwara padi kokwe hu ededa mana ekire no ye ne adeshiamra kroma dansidi fo mehwe kasemu kira wanwade esumu apai mo hire nya kwa pie awonwasem nie we die bi si pen ye Neat FM, ya mamwa kwaba.
Ya kofio.
Utie oha echi punk no. Neat FM.
Kachi, efiura, me ba wono yire ho. Enaso biem. Efia ambutie, bosume me ma mutia rent sei. Efiura fote Ghana cedis. Efia de kro mo batia 8 Ghana cedis. Hey, sani mabusa bi. Efiura metia bitimi betete mo mpoma mu ho. Ehu de ekoso nyina. Na this way chocolate drink da abai. Some no ma etwa no ani. Da ban na wo kra obetitu. Wotumi akasa bi efiura fa osu ohyebra. Eme ye ntwa bi kwa ma no mu da. Eja efiura sa de wo duobo. Efiura fa de wo tu yani. Efiura fa de wo tete ya. This way chocolate drink fufu yin so a egudwomi ye tenants fo ne yesa akoto betwa team no madan efiewura wutuani ya braw adan na this way chocolate drink no sugar enum dada sugar wom ene no aso anya nsu ohie ane de wo hia ene so ohie na anopa bia me hwie so hyegu kapom de befa manim ho ehwe se bia mo ba fra me ate this way sachet ba kompo egu mo atwa tia mama no mo ye bi da efiewura sa de ye nye this way chocolate drink abusu supermarket o kan si dom filling stations and shops and o mo tonto onyema te abusu ene so ye nsa nkoto emetwa team awonum efiewura beni fufu valanda so a wudi buai ye yesa ya umuna wudi kutukum ye koto this way chocolate drink nso so a efiewura ye nya odebio sir we shall see achi yan yabre ye beko FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkrato emu agye atum se eye
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone.
Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Needs FM. Needs FM.
Catchy. If you're right, maybe I want to hear home. And that's what be if you have mutia, Bosume, Mamma rent to say. If you're right, for the Ghana city. If you are from Mubatia, 8 Ghana cities. Hey, Mabu said, if you're Ramatia, between Batita Mumpumo, and with the Equaswina. Now, this way chocolate drink that I bay. Someone of my Elchan that bay and I will crowd better too. What to make us say if you're a Fausu Shebra, and me and Chubby Kramanoda.
A Jeffy said you would drop. If you're afraid you would see your niche, if you're afraid you would say, this way chocolate drink for fufu you a good journey. Yet, as if 1 year I could to a team on a day.
If you're a wootry or wootry, you're brown a day. Eh, now this way chocolate drink, no sugar and Nunda, sugar woman, and then once one was here.
And you hear any social.
Now, I'm a peppy, I'm sure sugar cup from the family, I shall say, Bia, Muba from Yati this way, such as Bakumpo, a good more chatty, maybe that. If you're a study, yet, this way chocolate drink, a boost or supermarket, or can see John filling stations, and the shops, and no moment to Yamati, and the Shania Sound Koto, and a chatty mountain. Hey, if you're a baby, Fufu Valanda Swat, would you wait? Yes, I am, woman out the Kutukum. You could talk this way chocolate drink and so swat. If you were in your debut, sir, we shall see.
Actually,
Yabako.
FDA, I just said, you didn't crack to more jet to say a yeah.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think
Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Needs FM.
Yeah, coffee.
Hola, Michael. Hola, Michael.
Yeah, coffee.
Yo, what's up, people? It's B2, baby. It's your boy T. Dope Nation is in the building one time. And right about now, Ola Michael is about to take over the airwaves. Don't go nowhere. It's neat. 100.9 FM. Yo, what's up, people? It's B2, baby. It's your boy T. Dope Nation is in the building one time. And right about now, Ola Michael is about to take over the airwaves. Don't go nowhere. It's neat. 100.9 FM.
Yeah, coffee.
Hola, Michael. Hola, Michael.
Yeah, coffee. Yeah, coffee. Ola atsna CD. Na odemu kofie achocho. Ola Michael say tamuchuku. Na mubedru say ehye. Nana manzro.